Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Eagles and the Falcons, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in at 15-0, one win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 14 carries, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, 2.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys at them. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
From the red zone now, Cousins. This is caught. And the Falcons are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be.
And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 117 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and I hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line.
And now off to the races down the right side. Still going. They can't stop him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Boy, Charles, his offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Elliott now to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we...
There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. Kyle strike quickly here as they are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal. There's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Swift is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Falcons offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Lazard will go in motion right. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Algier will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw, Cousins. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. big hitter there. This one good for 18. Cousins on first down. His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To the air again, it's Cousins. This pass is caught by London. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Alan Lazard as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll kick things off with one of the best rivalries in football. The New York Giants on the road in Big D, and it's the Cowboys who are out in front. C.D. Lamb, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at U.S. Bank Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The former Buckeye, Justin Fields, with a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. Jahan Dotson, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Keeps himself upright. Flush to his right. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Still going. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Hurts will throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play fake, Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Robinson will try to pick it up, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly, and even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good with a PAT, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Meanwhile, Cousins throw into the hands of Pitts here. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he's across midfield to the 48. Play action now. Cousins. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time. Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Alan Lazard. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Robinson. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run for it with Robinson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Cousins will try and throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They go play action with Hurts. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A very solid gain of 27. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Gets through and now an opening. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they're going to speed things up here. First down. Here's Cousins. Looking for London on the out route complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Third and goal for Cousins. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! DeAndre Swift, 39 yards. And the Eagles have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. Elliott on for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 16. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing is Cousins. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Cousins. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. To throw, Cousins. To the right side, he's got Parker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Cousins again. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On 1st and 10, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll let Robinson try and run, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And they will take a knee here. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Philadelphia, they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still one game remains before they join the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to finish a regular season unbeaten. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.